Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Nina and this is going to be your weekly energy reading. We'll see what's happening for you in the next 7 to 10 days. And today I will be using a new deck that I have included in your cards. And this is the Animal Love Oracle Cards deck by Nadine Gordon Taylor. So this is the deck in case you're interested in purchasing it. I haven't used these cards before this reading, so I might refer to the guidebook, but let's just see how it goes. You've got three options. Pick the pile you're most drawn to. We have Sunstone, we have Tiger's Eye, and we have Citrine. So pause the video here if you need more time, and I'll see you in your timestamps. Hi pile 1, for those of you who are drawn to this Sunstone, let's take a look at your reading. We're going to start with the normal cards and then we'll see the rest of your cards. Oh, starting well, we have the Star. Pile number 1, we have the Sun and we have the Fish. Wow. Bottom of the deck we have the Ring. So this may have something to do with a relationship or relationships in general, but I am seeing a lot of abundance in your life. Wow, these are three of the most positive cards you can get in this deck. We have the Sun and the Star. This is a wish fulfillment for those of you especially who have been maybe feeling financially stuck, or maybe your money was stuck somewhere, you were expecting some payout, whatever the case is, it's coming in, And also I'm sensing a general upliftment of your energy. Maybe you're coming through, coming out of a period of darkness, feeling stuck, feeling in a state of limbo, feeling maybe trapped in your mind. This is where things start to look up, and you feel a sense of relief and freedom. That's what I'm feeling here, and generally a sense of upliftment and the return of hope. That is what I'm getting for you. But really good cards for especially some wish connected to maybe money, abundance, finances. It's looking really good. So let's see your tarot cards. Three of Cups, nice. Six of Wands, oh my god, nice. So we did have the Ring here at the bottom of the deck, which does talk about a commitment or a contract or an agreement, some important relationship maybe. And you have the Two of Cups here. For some of you, you've been hoping and wishing for a reconciliation, perhaps, and this is where, I don't know, I feel like you either meet the one, or there's a reuniting perhaps with somebody who has been missing from the scene, So take it as it resonates, but overall this is a coming together with something or someone that you love, And for those of you where you have been maybe searching for a job prospect or something connected to your career, this is where you find that perfect match, where you and this job or you and this company are a perfect match, or you and this profile, whatever the case is. For some of you, I feel like you may be even getting promoted, you may be getting recognized, you may be getting more popular, And if you're putting yourself out there, you're getting back on the dating scene or something, you might actually meet a soulmate. There is a strong possibility of that. Also, the Fish could be attraction, sexual attraction. So you could actually come across somebody, maybe even through your friend circle, or through some social networking site or a dating app or whatever, who's really, really drawn to you and you're really drawn to them. And I love seeing the Two of Cups because there's a giving and receiving, there's an exchange of feelings, okay, heartfelt emotions, beautiful, beautiful energy. You're on top of your game and things are really looking up for you, I feel, in both cases, in case of your personal life as well as your career. Definitely, I feel like a lot of you are, somehow you're gaining a lot of attention, maybe a lot of followers, your network is increasing, and there is a strong indication here of fame, success, popularity, you being in the limelight in some way, you receiving attention. So you're in a good receptive mode, so keep at it, okay? Let's see other cards. We've got Luathas the Wild. Nice. Number 57. We've got support. I look at the vast network of support in my life and I'm reminded of what a superpower it gives me. At any moment, I can call on an army of top-notch people who want the best for me, which means I'm basically invincible. Also, this doesn't have to be romantic, a soulmate can be even a friend. Maybe you're finally, you feel like you found your place when it comes to other human beings, or a network or a group of people who are so like-minded, you get along really well, like it's almost like you don't even need to talk, that kind of a thing. And there's a sense of familiarity that comes through. In other words, you're meeting people from your soul tribe, okay? And if you have been longing to have friends who are supportive, who are there for you, who accept you for, your unique self, maybe you're a bit of a wild child, maybe you're a bit unpredictable, but you're fun, and there's a lot of fun, light-hearted energy surrounding you as well. Okay, so you're likely to meet people like that and who appreciate that in you as well. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. We have contract, number 6. Flexible, number 19. We have truth be told, number 14. And finally we have, wow, manatee, acceptance, simplify and slow down. This is a period, like I said, when you feel accepted amongst a group of people, and it's coming from within, okay? This is your inner reality that is being reflected back to you. It always works that way. When you come to a place of self-acceptance, self-love, acknowledging yourself, your traits, accepting yourself for all the good, bad and the indifferent, and you just feel whole and complete. You feel like you don't need any external validation. That's when actually you get the most validation from the outside. And I do feel like there are people who are going to open up their heart, open up their doors, their windows to you. They're going to be honest about how they feel about you, whether this is romantically or in friendships or in relationships. This is a beautiful time for you to connect with people on a deeper, more authentic level, which is what this card also talks about. Aquarius is all about originality, innovation, kind of like Luathas the Wild. Really accepting yourself, all your quirks, all your traits that you feel are weird in some way, but that weirdness is what makes you original. It makes you you. And I feel like now is the time where you are attracting a lot of people who accept that and revere that sense of originality and authenticity in you. Okay, so enjoy this time. It's a really good time for you to be social, to put yourself out there, to open your heart to new connections, new relationships, or a deepening of connections, feeling like, you know, I'm okay no matter what. I accept myself, and so that's bound to be reflected back to me. People are going to accept me as well. And I do feel like whoever you're coming into contact with, number 6, contract, this is, you know, like I said, very much likely to be your soul tribe, people who you have soul contracts with. Okay, you have some kind of a karmic contract with. And whenever I say karmic, I have to put this disclaimer out there. It's not a bad word, it's just someone or some connection that you know previously from a previous lifetime perhaps, and there's something to learn from them. Okay, there's an exchange again with this Libran energy of the scales there. Okay, this is beautiful. And again with the flexible card there, I do feel like there's an equal exchange. Okay, and the idea, the advice for you also is to be flexible, to not be rigid in your ways, to not be afraid of putting yourself out there, to try new perhaps avenues for networking, for socializing, or you know, if somebody invites you for some occasion or something, don't be afraid to show up as your confident self, you know. Be confident of who you are and accept yourself for who you are, because I feel like you're ready for connections that make you feel that way as well, accepted, whole, complete. Okay, beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's get some cards from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. I kind of feel like for those of you who are maybe reconciling with somebody from the past, that is quite possible, because we are in the Mercury retrograde shadow period already. I'm going to start stumbling very soon and stuttering. It is very much possible that somebody is going to open up to you about their feelings. Okay, and this again is someone who's coming in to show you that they are someone you can rely on, someone who wants to support you, who wants to be a good friend before anything else. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay. All right. Back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. That's very much like a Mercury retrograde energy when you're reevaluating, reviewing things. Okay. Then we have act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them, which is all about the law of attraction. And then we have practice compassion, see things from a fresh perspective. Yeah, so especially if you are reconciling with someone, this is a time to be more flexible, to not have a rigid mindset, to try and see things from the other person's perspective as well, or just a new perspective, you know, through fresh eyes. And we have faith, trust your faith in this situation at the bottom of the deck, with lots of butterflies, which indicate change and transformation. Be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. That's the truth be told card there. You know, be honest about how you feel whilst practicing compassion with other people. Beautiful energy. I love this for you. For those of you who are, like I said, looking for a career opportunity as well, this is likely to be a really good week for you to meet people, to have interviews, to not be afraid of putting yourself out there, for showing up with confidence, because I feel like things are going to go really well for you, and you might even land on some kind of a contract, an agreement, or job. Okay, and yeah, all the very best, and I hope you have a lovely week ahead. I'll see you again later. Bye bye. Hi Hi group 2, for those of you who were drawn to this tiger's eye, let's see what your reading entails. What do we have for group number 2 for the next 7 to 10 days? Okay, so we have the whip, we have the mice, and we have the fish. Okay, let's get one more. What is this about? Birds. Okay, so this feels like a week in which you're likely to be quite anxious, if I may put it so. We have the whip and the mice. The mice is not a really challenging card, although it could be, because it's coming next to a challenging card, which is the whip. I feel like you may have some concerns about your financial situation, your money situation. There is some tension surrounding that. You may receive some kind of communication which worries you. Maybe it's some unexpected expense, and you're like, what do I do now? I feel like you're kind of put on a spot, okay, a bit. But we'll see what else this is about. If this is not about money, I feel like this is just in general you feeling a bit, overwhelmed, a bit trapped. It could also be connected to your health. So please look after yourself and try not to get overworked. Okay, and with the birds, this could really add to like insomnia, anxiety, feeling restless, feeling jittery, those kind of things. So I want to say that towards the end of the week, you will start to feel better and a lot more energetic. But the starting of the week looks like you're either a bit pressurized, or you're feeling a bit of a, you're feeling a bit down. Physically could be, all right? Let's see. You've got strength, yeah. So this comes up when you actually need strength for some purpose. You have the moon and the Four of Swords, yeah. So this is a bit of a, this is a week I feel where you're confronting something pretty deep, okay, from your subconscious. The moon can bring up subconscious fears, anxiety, insecurity, doubt. It's all about reflection. And in the Four of Swords, the soldier's lying down with these 3 swords on top and one next to him, and he's in almost like a praying position. This is a week for you to be reflective and for you to heal and recover, because I do feel like you're coming into the week feeling almost depleted, like you have no strength to carry on. Maybe something's really affecting you emotionally, and now it's rising to the surface from the depths of your emotions, like this crayfish or the scorpion. And when and this happens to me like sometimes when you don't give yourself a breather, you're in this go kind of mode, or you're suppressing something, you're suppressing feeling something, you're suppressing your emotions, you're suppressing thinking about something, or you're overworking, whatever the case is, and you don't give yourself a breather, you don't want to take a break. I usually fall sick at that time, and then I'm like forced to lie down on bed and recharge. This feels like that, but it could be like an emotional upheaval that you've been through, and in this week you're taking some time out for yourself. So please don't feel guilty for that. Allow yourself this time to reflect, to bring yourself to a place of equilibrium, okay, mentally especially. Because with the birds there, I do feel like you've been overthinking about a situation, or maybe you've come out of a heartbreak or something like that, and you're recuperating this week. So allow yourself the time to feel rejuvenated, feel refreshed, feel like things are okay, and that you can handle things. Fours are about stability and structure, and this is the stability of your mind with the swords there. So I also feel like you're confronting some pretty big truths, about yourself. Maybe this has to do with some limiting patterns of thinking, some fears. For some, it could be like the fear of not being good enough, those kind of things, or you're being self-critical. This is a week for you to confront that, and I would say just allow it to pass, okay, to allow it to pass through you. And it does, it just makes it easier when you're not resisting. We have the Singer of Connection. Okay, so this may have something to do with a particular relationship or multiple relationships. I'm a catch, and I know all the reasons why. I know that anyone would be lucky to be with me, and that doesn't mean I'm arrogant or snobby. Self-respect is just one of the many qualities exhibited by this complete and utter babe. And this card comes up usually when you are confronting feelings of not being good enough, not being worthy, or self-criticism. In other words, you're confronting that inner demon, the ego, which tells you that you're not doing enough, you're not being enough, you are not enough. Those are all lies that our ego says to us to keep us in one place, to keep us from feeling our true essence, our true power. Let's see your other cards. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Again with the scales, there's an emphasis on balance, on harmony. Okay. And with the number 6 there, again, there's a lot of emphasis on balance, harmony. The Temple Path. No place like home. Number 50. And wow, you've got a lot of emphasis on on equal give and take, on balance, on harmony in connections. Your guides really want you to come back to a place of equilibrium, like I said earlier. And whatever the situation is, it's quite possible, that somebody's said something to you and it's made you feel like you're not good enough. It's made you feel like I'm overdoing things, or I'm giving too much and I'm not receiving anything, or I'm not receiving enough, or no matter how much I do, I can't please this person. Whatever the case is, this whole reading is talking about you attaining a sense of inner harmony, inner balance, okay, first. And that's what's going to be reflected back to you. And secondly, to look at yourself in a higher regard, okay? Because this situation is unfolding the way it is meant to. There is a particular soul lesson that you were meant to learn through this experience. And you will know what I'm talking about, because if you've chosen this pile and it's resonating with you, this has already happened, and someone has either said something or done something that's made you feel like you're not enough, or made you feel like it could be a situation where you feel like, your love, your feelings, your emotions, your energy is not reciprocated. No matter what it is, this is a time for you to pull back your energy, to bring it back, to hold on to it, and to do the inner work, okay, the spiritual job, like they say, and to overcome that feeling of lack or feeling of unworthiness, and to attain that sense of inner equilibrium and balance, and to even look very carefully at where you may be overgiving, okay, where you may be trying to please others to fit in or to feel accepted, because the No Place Like Home card is talking about acceptance, quite similar to the first pile, though the energy was quite different there. There is an emphasis here on specifically you overgiving in connections, or feeling like you need to do too much to feel accepted, okay. This is like you coming back home to yourself, feeling at home, feeling comfortable within your own skin, not needing approval or validation or attention from others to feel worthy. Because when we do that, when we feel that way, we tend to overgive, we tend to even overanalyze, we come from a place of fear of losing something. Your last card is the Bear. How beautiful. Courage, power, and mindful leadership. Wow. So this is about you taking on this leadership role in your own life and coming back to your sense of power, like I said previously. Taking back your power, okay, in connections, especially which have made you feel less than, which have made you feel abandoned or fearful of losing. This is a big lesson that is unfolding in your life. And by lesson, I don't mean you've done anything wrong, absolutely not. But with the emphasis here on the scales of justice, this has a karmic element to it. You're meant to learn this particular soul lesson so that you can bring things back into balance and not, allow things to tip too much into I resonate so much with you because it's very easy for empaths especially to kind of lose themselves, to give out of love, out of affection, out of concern, and then they feel like they're being taken advantage of. This is a time for you to pull back that power, okay. And it is going to take you courage, it is going to take you strength to really face this, to face your subconscious fears, and to really look at things, look at what's happening underneath all the layers of conditioning that you've acquired, and see yourself for your true self, okay, for all the worthiness that you already have, okay, and you don't need to prove that to anyone. So pull back your energy, especially from relationships and connections that have made you feel that way, in which the scales have tipped on one side too much, and watch how things unfold, okay? Because when you do that, the universe has a way of balancing things out. So let's get some messages from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Okay. So we have the heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. You have a choice to make here. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. And at the bottom of the deck, we have look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Yeah, you really are tapping into your inner strength, your inner power this week. I want to congratulate you for doing this. This is the most important work that we do in life, okay, and self-mastery basically. So kudos to you, and go easy on yourself. All right, this is what I was talking about. There's more going on than meets the eye. Underneath all the layers of conditioning and all of that is your true essence, your true power. And if somebody is not showing up the way you would want them to, you know, like a loving, compassionate partner or whatever, friend or whatever, and they are treating you less than, again, there is something more going on than meets the eye. Give it some time and turn inwards, because I feel like that's what you're going to do anyway, and you're going to, yeah, and pay attention to actions as well. People might say a lot of things, they promise a lot of things, but what matters eventually is whether they actually mean what they say and they show up, and whether their words and actions actually match each other or not. So that's what I have for you, group number 2. Yeah, I would say you're doing a great job, alright? So yeah, look after yourself, and I'll see you again later. Have a great week ahead, and do take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Hi, group 3. For those of you who are drawn to this stone here, let's take a look at your reading. Group number 3, what do they need to know about the week ahead, next 7 to 10 days? Okay, we have the fish. Wow, this card has been, it's come up for all the 3 piles so far. Okay, interesting. It's connected to money, resources, finances, and we have a lot of astrological stuff going on in Taurus, so maybe that's why Taurus is connected to money and assets. We have the scythe. Okay, so there may be either some unexpected financial blessing, or maybe even expenses for some of you. And we have the ship, and we have the heart. Okay, all right. This could be an unexpected trip for some of you, for which you need to spend money, of course. Yeah, feels like a surprise. Okay, for others of you, this is a harvest. Okay, some previous efforts are paying off. It could be in terms of your business, your trade. Okay, this is you receiving some kind of a payout connected to your business. And with the heart there and the ship next to it, this is you moving in the right direction, moving in the direction of something or someone that you love. Okay, and overall the ship is a really positive card to get, because it suggests that there's movement, there's progress, and things are moving forward. There is momentum. Okay, so this is nice, but for some of you this is quite specifically an unexpected trip. It could be a payout of finances, like I said. It could also be unexpected expenses, perhaps connected to your business or to a journey that you're taking. We have death, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Interesting. I want to get one more card. Okay, for clarification, why is the Seven of Wands here? Why do we have the Seven of Wands here? Judgment. And bottom of the deck we have the Wheel of Fortune. Again, momentum, a cycle ending, a chapter ending, and a new one beginning. And good luck. Okay, all right. For some of you, I feel like there is an ending in some area of your life which may have definitely something to do with finances. It could be that a career, you know, some It could be simply one particular source of income, okay, that has made you feel quite stable until now, is coming to a conclusion, it's coming to an ending, or you're thinking about it, okay. With the Judgment there, you're reviewing it, you're assessing the situation. Should I put an end to it, or what do I do next? You know, that kind of a thing. But it's interesting, you have the Death and the Rebirth card here. The Judgment is the card of resurrection, of rebirth. So, two things. One is that for some of you, this is a reconciliation or a resurrection rather of a connection, of a relationship. Could be with an earth sign, could be with a Scorpio or an Aries, Leo, Sag. And for others of you, this is you making some big choices, some big decisions with regards to your career, your business, your finances. But there is some resistance there, okay? There are some obstacles or something to consider. It's coming to like a logical and a natural conclusion, I would say, and then a new cycle is beginning, you know, that sort of a thing. Also with the Scythe and the Ship there, it's like a sudden sort of release that's happening. So I don't know what this is. It could be very specific for you, but there is definitely an ending and a new beginning in your life. I would say also in some cases, you know, you releasing a situation that has felt very comfortable. And even though there is resistance, it's like you have no choice but to make this, to hear the call, to answer the call, or to make this decision, to redirect your life perhaps in a new direction. That's what I'm getting, okay? It's almost like you're being forced to step out of your comfort zone in some way. Because the Queen of Pentacles is really comfortable wherever she is. She's like a homely kind of a comfortable queen, but it's also about your career, your sense of financial security or stability in life. And it doesn't have to be in connection to money, but it could be, okay? Let's see other cards here. We have the Singer of Intuition, number 7. So you have 2 7s here. Boundaries. A Time for Healing, Balsamic Moon. 6th Chakra, Archangel Metatron. Okay. So a lot of emphasis here on the third eye and the crown chakra, on your intuition, on your sense of vision, your imagination. Okay. Time to go. Yeah. Number 45. And soulmates. You know, this could be quite specific, but for some of you, this is, like I said, a resurrection of a connection which came to an end, okay? And there is still some resistance there, but now there's a calling, or there's something. It could simply be that, you know, it's a re-entry of somebody from the past, all right, and you're giving it a thought. This is a soulmate connection, somebody who's showing up from your past, and because it's so sudden and it's so unexpected, and this doesn't surprise me because we are moving into Mercury retrograde now, which is all about reviewing, reassessing, revisiting the past, you know, and the past also revisiting us. It's very possible that a situation arises in which you're kind of forced to make a decision, to take a call on a situation from the past. Do you want to lay it to rest and move on, or do you want to consider reconnecting or resurrecting this, okay? and to heal. It is very much possible that you had a fallout with this person, if this is a specific person, because of boundaries, because they weren't able to respect your boundaries, or they didn't recognize your worth in some way, and now they're coming back for a second chance, perhaps, to heal the connection. This time around, though, you're being asked to trust your intuition firstly, and secondly to hold your vision, okay, to make sure that what you imagine of the situation, of the person, and of yourself is in the best light. It's the most positive outcome that you can imagine, okay. And lastly, we have Bat, awakening, initiation, and inner depth. And bats are connected to darkness. They are connected to intuition again. Awakening. So I definitely feel like there's something that you are leaving behind, time to go. But it may not be like leaving a person behind or a situation behind, although it could be for some of you. It could be like you make a sudden decision to walk away from a situation. But I don't feel like this is, I kind of feel like it's a natural sort of ending, like you knew it was coming to an end, that sort of a thing. And you're moving into a new beginning, which may or may not be with this person, or if it is, then the situation is changing. That's what I'm seeing. There's a drastic change, there's a drastic transformation, or that is what's needed here, an awakening. I want to get some more cards because I'm getting a bit nosy here. So I do feel like it has something to do with a relationship for many of you. Okay. Yeah, we have the Emperor. We have the Taurus card, and I did mention Taurus at the beginning of your reading. Ace of Wands. So this is a new beginning. Four of Wands. Okay. Alright, this is quite specific, but for some of you, I feel like there is a past person returning, wanting to commit to you, wanting to take things to the next level. It is a very big call to make. I kind of feel like you're being pressurized in a way to make a decision that you may not feel ready to make, or it calls for an unexpected movement in some direction of your life, or changing your course of direction in some way. It could even be an unexpected journey, or like a last minute journey or something. And it's because somebody has gone through an awakening in this process, in this period of change. And one thing is certain, that things cannot be the same anymore, even if they come in with a new opportunity, handing you the Ace of Wands, saying I'm interested in, a committed future, or I want to build this foundation with you, or I want to move in with you, I want to commit to you, whatever the case is. A, it involves a big change in your life, change in direction. B, it's a big decision for you to make. I certainly feel like there's a change in status in some way, like maybe you're going from being single to being a couple, or being a couple to being single, whatever the case is, take it as it resonates. And C, the most important thing is that things are never going to be the same. Okay, so it's a very big decision is what I'm feeling for you, group number 3, sorry. Okay, that's the judgment call that you need to make, and it is part of your vision, I would say. Okay, maybe it's not happening the way you envisioned it previously, but there's a real chance for you to heal a connection, if this is a resurrection of a connection from the past. And some of you might just forgive this person and move on, and you've got some place to go, you've got somewhere to go, somewhere to be, or you've got your own stuff to think about, fair enough, but give it due consideration, okay, and try to look at things from a new perspective. Like I mentioned earlier, things are not going to be the same, so both of you will perhaps be forced to see things from a completely new perspective, which may not be easy. All right, like the bat, the bat is like the hangman, seeing things upside down. Okay, so yeah, interesting message here for you, group number 3. Let's see what your relationship and love life suggests. Okay. Oh, this is sweet. You have to take a chance on love. Again, there's this boat here, okay, like the ship moving forward into the unknown, possibly. When we love, our lives are changed forever. In your case, I do feel like your life is changing forever. You may be getting married, for some of you, moving into a committed relationship, okay. If that is the case, congratulations. But make sure that your boundaries are intact, and that you talk about the issues that you may have had. Physical touch, a tender touch can mean so much. So this could be a physical reunion with someone, okay. We have be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. We have choose love, you always have a choice, make yours with love. I did say you do have a major choice to make here. And lastly, we have spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other at the bottom of the deck. This is all talking about, I feel in many cases, a resurrection or a reconciliation of a connection that's really meant something to you, otherwise it wouldn't show up, okay. And it could be that somebody wants like a traditional like a commitment in a traditional sense, okay, or moving in together, whatever the case is. It could be a long distance connection for some of you, and that's why there's this movement, okay. There is perhaps a need for you to meet each other in person to discuss things and take things forward. So interesting messages there, group number 3. I hope this helps. Remember to tune into your intuition and see what it says, and try to look at things from a new perspective, okay. And yeah, choose always with love, not with your ego. So that's what I've got for you. Have a lovely week ahead. I'll see you again later. God bless. Bye bye.